diese eklige Map mit der ganzen Artillerie rundherum?
Ja.
Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It is Saturday and we're hanging out with the UEC. Thank you to everyone in the UEC for once again allowing me to watch these awesome battles. And today we have 8th Florida and 18th North Carolina on the Confederate side, facing off against the 52nd New York and the 51st New York on the Union. Looks like the Union has a couple extra men, but nothing too bad. This is the second battle of the weekend. First battle, we had the Union were victorious because they really fought together well. So this is Anderson's counterattack. So we'll see exactly what happens on this battle. So let's go take a look at the Union Army here. This battlefield is a good one, but a strange one. It gets dark here pretty quick. And what you normally see, the point of contention... Oh, have they changed it? Where? What am I looking at here? Where's the point? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. All right, the point of contention shows to be out here near these caissons, but I swear to you, it always seems to happen right here beside these logs, all right? So the Union pushing in through the South Mountain were counterattacked in this battle, but ultimately the South Mountain victories belong to the Union. Yeah, so you see here the 52nd with the red flag there, and you have your 51st with the American flag over here. Artillery pieces right up here on the road, hard to defend. This map, this game will start at the 40-minute mark, so until that time, these guys have a gentleman's agreement not to move any guns, although they can discuss strategy. Now, typically on this map, you're going to see Confederates pouring out of the woods. They'll usually come through these woods right here and try to get onto these logs. This is the central part of the battlefield, and it seems to be the point at where the whole battle balances back and forth. They'll also sometimes go through these woods in the north, although this is a bad strategy in my personal opinion because of the sun in this area. So as a Confederate, you're kind of looking into the sun, and when you start firing your muskets and all that smoke goes in the air, it creates a powerful smoke shield that you cannot see through. So really the Confederates' only true way to get through here until it gets dark is through these woods right here. And I imagine they're going to do just that. Occasionally you'll see Confederates come in behind these rocks, but it's going to be difficult. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a hard battle for the Confederacy to win. 18th North Carolina and 8th Florida, both excellent units, but they're facing off against the 52nd New York and 51st New York, also very good and in a powerful defensive position. So we'll see how this goes. I want to thank all of you for being here today. I sincerely appreciate you helping out. Like I said, if you want to like and subscribe, if you want to follow us on this channel, all the money that we earn here goes directly back into the channel. This is my hobby. It is not my job. So I'm not asking you to pay my rent. All right. Oh, I said September 3rd in the other match. It's September 6th. I'm a dummy. I misspoke. So these battles took place on September 6th, 1862, prior to the Battle of Antietam. This is the South Mountain battlefield. George McClellan actually had access to Robert E. Lee's orders and knew that his army was split, half of it being down in Harper's Ferry. And for once in his life, George McClellan actually decided to be aggressive and attack the Confederates. And so Lee sent Longstreet to defend the gaps in the South Mountain while his army could retreat to safety into Virginia. But by the time Lee got into Sharpsburg, he got word from Jackson that he had already taken Harper's Ferry and was on his way back to meet him. So Lee decided to defend behind the Little Antietam Creek, which we now know as the Battle of Antietam, about 11 days later than these battles here. So that's your history for the day. Now let's get to the carnage. Livingston and the 51st the Serpent Brigade here. Moving over to the right to defend. You can see the guys already on the guns there trying to pull that sucker back. And you can see the 52nd coming over to defend the woods. Look, guys, it's all going to take place right here around these logs. It just is. It always does. And the Confederates moving over toward the forest here. And this is going to be no surprise to the Union. They're going to totally expect this on this map. And you can see who's leading the way. Well, it's Hogg's Foot Cavalry, the 8th Florida, once again out front. See Spilka there with the flag. And here come the Florida. And the North Carolina, we're right behind them. You can see them here. Winkler and the 18th North Carolina coming in behind the Florida.
Ah, da ist er.
And Hogg's not likely to stop until he runs into the Union. You see all these boulders here. This area, man. Hard place to fight if you like line battles.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Hogg sees him. 52nd knows exactly what's going to happen here. They're not fools. And so Frank and the boys already there. Florida still moving.
Reload. Fire.
Oh, Spilka going down with the flag. I'll tell you what, man, if you're a flagman in this game, you have a short life.
Run.
And Florida trying to get all the way around Frank. And the 18th is going to be coming in right behind him as well. And you can see the 52nd leaving the area.
Aim at that flag.
See a lot of those shots going over the head. And the Florida moving once again.
People need to stop pushing to get a better shot.
Yeah, don't push to get a better shot, man. Just stay where you are.
They're aiming.
I wasn't even on the front, but people were pushing.
Kneel down.
Reload.
So Hogg got his guys into safety in order to get reloaded. 18th North Carolina. Coming up behind as well. A little bit of a graphic error with the flag there. Guy's just carrying a bloody pole. And it looks like the 18th North Carolina coming up to support the Floridians.
Yep. We will join your formation or in your vicinity.
Rise up. Left oblique.
Well, that's a long shot through the woods.
Hawk,
They're on our right, they're coming, they're on our right flanking. They're on our right.
Alright, you heard the call. And you hear Frank moving around. So they were firing at the 51st. 52nd is all here also.
First platoon loaded.
Nee, die stehen direkt vor uns.
Wir sind nur zwei.
Company, right face.
Right face.
Right face.
All arms, double quick.
Short arms.
And the double.
You see these guys very disciplined, moving out, and wouldn't you know it, where are they headed? To the logs. This is the pivot point of the battlefield right here. And you got the whole Confederate army in front of Frank right now. Oh, 51st being aggressive. Look at them. They're coming through the woods. Looking for the enemy.
Yes, sir. I see it on the very right.
Does anyone not see the flags?
I do.
That was just him to speak up.
Yeah.
Do not.
Okay, they're going even further. Right face. 5 left. Quick.
So 51st on the hunt, trying to get in behind the Confederates here who continue to move.
Double Rex hinter Rödel einfinden aus der Bewegung.
Double ranks
Winter, die
hinter
ziehen
Rödel.
wieder mit uns mit.
So 18th North Carolina here.
Jo.
Hier hinter Röde wieder
Sehr gute
einsortieren.
Abfahrt.
They found the very edge of the map. There's your Florida. But they're going to run right into the 52nd, who's also coming up to meet them.
Ihr seht die Fahne.
Which way we going?
Hey. Links der Steine, links der Steine. Fire.
Volley fire from the 52nd coming in.
Yeah, you said forward.
Sie bewegen sich nach rechts.
Go left.
Yeah, aggravating to play, I would agree.
Ja, die werden jetzt die Loks nehmen.
Ja, wo sind die 51st?
Im Wald immer noch der Melder.
And you see Frank wondering where the 51st are, where the 51st are behind the enemy. Livington and the boys being very aggressive this time, coming right in behind the Confederates, and there's no way the Confederates know that they are here. So look at them whispering. Holy crap. 18th North Carolina firing a volley. They're unloaded, and the 51st are behind them.
Hinter uns, voll in hier.
Oh my god, the brutality. 51st Serpents firing directly into the Carolinians and charging in. You hear the hissing. 18th North Carolina flanked, brutalized, and destroyed.
Come on, boys. That's what we're
That was
Brilliant move by the 51st there, but it gave Hogg enough time to slip through the enemy lines here, and the Floridians are on the flank of the 52nd, although they do have guns firing. So Hogg and the boys slipping out of the net of the 51st, going straight for the Union guns, but the 52nd is here to defend. And the Florida think better of it. They're trying to get the hell out of there.
Fire.
Hogg's like, oh, wait a minute. Ooh, you see some Floridians going down. And they're in extreme danger now. They've got Union guns pointing right at them. Hogg trying to get into the woods for defense here. 18th North Carolina is gone. They're going to have to regroup. So right now, Union in complete control of the field. You see where Hogg and the boys came across, they got a little bit of that point of contention to slip their way, but it has bled away from them now. Yeah, that was a hell of a, for both of them really. I mean, Livington, oh my god, a brutalizing fire from the 52nd. Oh, more artillery coming in. Hogg and the boys are not going to be able to stay here.
We're moving so much. Left face.
Rich knows exactly what artillery can do to infantry in a spot, so he's going to move. Nobody has forgotten Otto and Sherrick Farm from a few weeks back. What a bloodbath. So Rich trying to get his boys out. It's a tough position. He's all alone. 18th North Carolina nowhere to be found. He probably doesn't even know that they've been destroyed at this point. So we're going to have to wait for 18th North Carolina to come all the way from the backside of the map. And 8th Florida just wants to survive as long as they can. Meanwhile, in the Union camp, you know, everybody's, you know, just chilling out, having a good time. No pressure. They got the big guns. Oh, and it's starting to rain here. It's going to get dark here quick. Oh, my God. Artillery coming in. The 8th Florida is not going to be able to stand still, but if they move out into the open, they're just going to be targets for the 52nd. It's really a no-win situation here, but Hogg is not the kind of a leader that's just going to stand by and watch his men get blown to bits. They're going to be aggressive, and here he is one more time, pushing out to the very front of the battle. And the 8th Florida doing their best to give Frank and the 52nd a hard time.
Join the line on the left. Join the line on the left. Stop shooting. Or aiming.
And 51st going around to stop the 18th from coming back and supplying the 8th Florida. Oh my God, look at the men dropping. 52nd, very, very accurate today. See artillery going right over the heads of the Floridians. And they've decided to leave the area. I don't blame them. Rich at this point's just got to keep moving. Yeah, with so many units running around the field, it's tough for me, but imagine being a commander. Oh my God, more fire coming in. Oh my God, they've ran right into the 51st New York. This is a worst case scenario for the 8th Florida. Trying to get away from the 52nd, and they ran right into the Serpents. Hog and the boys standing their ground. But they know it's just a matter of time now. They don't have the numbers to fight against the 51st. And the 52nd is behind them. One artillery shell can wipe out the 8th Florida here. 18th North Carolina has got to get here, and they've got to get here now. You see them coming. They're coming this way. Will they make it in time? Can the Florida survive long enough? Oh, there's the artillery I was talking about. Half the Florida, they're all charging, but there's fewer men than the Hog thinks he has. And they're charging right into the 51st. Although the 51st numbers have been greatly reduced as well. Flagman running for it. Don't blame him. Fritz trying to do it with the bayonet. Polyhawk holding the flag.
What's up? What's up? I'm the only survivor. Oh, I'm here too, but I have a flag, you know.
You hear Polyhawk and Wolves talking some shit. 18th North Carolina is here. 8th Florida destroyed. 51st destroyed with them. Oh my God, 18th North Carolina. Those Union guns are going to be a massive, massive nuisance to this Confederate battle. If the 18th stays here, they are going to be obliterated. More artillery coming in. They're getting lucky, but they're on the move. 18th North Carolina moving in, trying to get away from those Union guns, trying to get to the point of contention. Now look at this. They're right at the point of contention. Is the line shifting red? It's starting to. Here we go. And they're coming for the logs and the rocks. Here we go. 52nd going into the trees. 18th North Carolina in a great position here. Can the 8th Florida get back in time to give them some numerical advantage before the 51st can get engaged? Union spawn point not far from this battle area. See, Polyhawk's still alive with the flag, so he's not able to lead his men into battle. The Hog is going to be the one driving them all in. Ooh, more shots coming in. At least the rocks are a good defensive position for these Confederates. You can see Frank in the 52nd here.
Second platoon.
But 18th being downhill behind the logs, behind the rocks, they've got a little bit of a good spot here. And that blue line is bleeding away. 18th just needs to hold tight till they can create a counterattack.
I'm looking northeast, don't worry.
Links von
Feindlinie zwischen Holz.
Sorry about the Nightbot. Darshina 69. Meme about the way they're yeah, it does look like Vietnam in the trees, doesn't it?
Nee, die halt genau drauf.
bringt auch nichts.
You can see the Carolina here.
Incoming.
Some of the 8th Florida back up this way as well. We're just waiting for artillery. There it is. Whew. So they were just hunkering down, waiting for the artillery to come through, and now they're going to try to shoot those guys with the Q-tips. Oh, the 51st also sending in artillery. Lord. 8th Florida here. I don't see Hog yet.
They're charging, they're charging.
And the 52nd behind the logs. 18th North Carolina under a lot of stress here, but they've got that red line halfway there. 51st coming in around the backside. They're trying to put them in a pincer right now, and there just are not a lot of Confederates left here at this point. I don't see the rest of the 8th Florida. I don't see Hog.
What's up, Longstreet?
Winkler's like, we're getting out of here, Florida, come with us. But they're going to be heading right into the 51st. 51st in the caissons. Livingston not going to give these Confederates a chance to breathe. And you can see Winkler's like, oh shit, the back door slammed shut one more time. Union doing an incredible job.
Bell
And the
face.
red line is bleeding away.
Follow the captain.
But Livingston turning around. 18th standing their ground there.
Go. Move, move, move.
Well, I would agree with you there, but the North were actually the Confederates in the Vietnam War. They were the rebels. Well, you can see the Confederates just falling back. It's so hard to approach this battlefield, and 52nd is back at the point of contention. In command, and you can just see bullets sailing over the heads of the Confederates. So Union in command of this field, 51st up here. Livingston has his men in the safety of the rocks, and it's a full-on rain shower now. So if you weren't hot and tired, now you're wet. That's always fun in a wool uniform. At dusk. So Frank guessing that the Confederates are trying to sweep around his left one more time. When honestly, Confederates are just trying to regroup and get their morale back up, man. Just being punished by the Union this weekend. You can see Livingston coming back toward the point as well. Figuring rightly that Confederates are probably not going to be on their right. They're going to be coming around to the left. So what do we have here? 8th Florida. There's Hogg's back. There's Winkler.
The left side now. There's no point in dying to that unit on the right.
You hear Hogg trying to get the guys to go around to the left. He wants to come around that side.
If the Union goes right, we should
Oh,
go
nakuha
left.
sa narinig kasi.
Join
Nakuha sa narinig.
Yeah, just get your loads of bayonets in, boys. We can still do this. Company left base.
Left base.
Double quick four march.
They're up there on the hill to the right.
Yeah, Hogg is tired of going frontal into the enemy. This man's a flanker. That's what he wants to do. A little bit of lack of communication between the Confederate units this week, making it hard for a single action here. You can see Hogg and the boys coming out of the woods, going to the Union right.
Good vision also.
And the question is, where's the 51st? And it looks like they're up the hill here in a defensive position behind their guns.
It's on. Yeah, you're glitching on the gun.
But they can see the Confederates moving that way.
I'm telling you.
Oh, they're stopping us here.
Question is, will Hogg's movement draw the 51st out of the woods and give the 18th North Carolina a chance to come back into the point of contention? Hogg doing a little fake left and then coming back to the right. So he's coming right back to that point of contention. And it is. It's drawing the 52nd out of the woods. You can see him right there.
Hey, right below, boys.
But the Florida now a target for Union artillery.
Hoods, stand.
Will the 18th North Carolina take advantage and move out of the woods? They're still hunkered down behind the rock.
And stay in line. Don't skirmish.
Try to stick to information.
They're flanking us from the left.
You heard them. Here they come. 51st getting out in the middle of the field.
Unit to the right, unit to the right.
Hogg's a little frustrated. He knows he's facing the whole Union Army by himself at this point. But the 18th North Carolina is starting to move. Ooh, more artillery coming in. Hogg and the boys huddling around the caisson, hoping it can save their lives from not only Union bullets, but Union artillery as well. And 18th North Carolina flanking around. They are going to try to get in behind. And Hogg moving his guys to the left into the rocks. Can the 18th North Carolina come in and surprise the 52nd? Here they come. Winkler and the boys. Too dark to see. Frank's men dropping.
Load.
So the 18th is here. and Hogg had to retreat all the way back into the woods. Frank and the 52nd turn on their enemy.
Fire! Platoon, take aim!
Aim, take the
Platoon aim.
And this battle, this is the thing I hate about this battlefield. It's so
Fire.
dark. It's hard for me to film it. I'm sure it's more exciting if you're first person though. Well, and you hear the huzzah. The Union have the Confederates engaged, and Winkler and the boys going straight back to the point of contention. Here they are, back to the rocks. 19 minutes left in the match. Can the Florida come out and get out of those woods?
now. Try and take the point if we can.
All right, you see him. Polyhaw leading the men out, trying to come up in support of the 18th North Carolina.
Yeah, let's get into the woods right now. Captain.
On the southwest enemy unit.
We need to get into the woods to get
And the 52nd coming this way as well. You see the 18th sending out runners.
Alle schießen.
So 52nd coming down there. Oh, that's 51st. Livingston and the boys swinging out around. They want to get a flank, but Florida's coming this way.
Fuck, I can't see shit over here.
I can't see shit either, guys.
Halt.
There's Polyhaw.
Hold.
Left face.
Left face.
Fire by company. At the ready.
At the ready.
Yeah, Polyhaw saw him.
Take aim. Right in front of us.
Take aim.
Fire. Load.
A lot of musket balls. I can't tell if people are falling or not.
Yeah, no.
Just so hard to see.
Point. Yeah, we are distracting them from the point. Now we can get back to the left and get the point. Or send them another point.
Well, and 18th North Carolina is already here, but 52nd is here with them. Frank and the boys putting a lot of pressure on the 18th North Carolina, who are doing their best to survive. Meanwhile, the 8th Florida not able to help. They're tied up with the 51st in the woods. And that red line is still coming the Confederates' way slowly. But very slowly.
Diesmal ein bisschen nach links, Jungs. Ein bisschen nach links ranpressen, genau.
Morgen danach. Jawohl.
And the Tar Heels pouring fire into the 52nd. It's working. 52nd are dropping. So the Carolina doing their best to use these rocks as cover.
On the left side and a cannon on the right.
Hals, kommt Deckung.
And Florida and the 51st still in the woods. So 52nd New York actually backing off this point of contention. The Tar Heels doing it. And it looks like the 51st is moving away from the 8th Florida. So now will the Florida chase the 51st? Or will they come back toward the point of contention to support the 18th? Because now that blue regiment, 52nd, has moved back around.
Nee, die müssen noch da sein.
And they're close enough to the point where it actually matters. I don't see how. The point's way the hell over there. But enough of a Union presence to disrupt what the Confederates are trying to do here.
Company, take aim.
And Florida's chasing 51st through the woods, trying to get a flank on the 52nd here.
Cover arms.
Getting closer to the point of contention.
Links halten.
Bin jetzt verwählt, Smith.
Confederates with no artillery. Oh, there you have it. Both sides are now engaged. And here come the Florida out of the woods into the guns. They are sick and damn tired of that Union artillery. And the Floridians pushing them back to Washington.
Erschießt sie, die Schweinebacken.
Hogg going down, Polyhaw at the gun. But here come Livingston and the 51st. You hear the hissing. They're here to defend the guns. The Floridians running back to the rocks. 18th North Carolina pouring in from the point of contention. Surprising, but look at this. 18th North Carolina, 51st New York. Just slugging it out. Some 8th Florida left here. 52nd back in the fold as well. This is the whole damn army, and there's your counterattack. The Confederates have done it. 11:52 left in this match. Look at this. The Confederates have pushed the Union off of the guns. Amazing. Just getting smacked around the whole damn time. But the Union, they spawned close to this area, so what are the Confederates going to do? Are they going to sit here and congratulate themselves for a well-earned victory? Or get back to those rocks where they have some safety? They don't want to give up these guns because the Union have been punishing them all day with that artillery. So great job here. Hogs move out of the woods, triggered the whole thing. That brought in the 18th North Carolina, 51st New York, and it was just a decisive battle here that the Confederates were able to win. So 11 minutes to go, and now it's time for the Union to see what they can do to push the Confederates off this this hard, well-earned spot of ground. You see the Union flag laying there in the mud. And Florida moving first. They're getting the hell out of there. Going to try to get into a position where they can help defend that spot. And being so late in the battle, the Union only have 10 minutes now to get this done. Both sides engaged. So the Confederates not able to get the Union breaking before they were able to take that spot of the field. Yeah, that was a hell of a counterattack. Just shows you what you can do when you work together as these two companies here. But once again, the Confederates spreading out. Oh, you had Union guys behind them trying to get the guns. Look at Richter and the boys trying to be sneaky. And 8th Florida coming in they're going to pay the price for that one. But you got to give Corporal Richter the tip of the hat there, trying to sneak in behind the Confederates. And he's the only one left alive at this point. Will he make it back to the Union line? Only every gun in the damn South shooting at him at this point. You see him? He's got his knife out. Oh, here come the Union. Captain Frank and the 52nd coming straight back up. 18th North Carolina still in position. And the 51st going through the woods. You see him over there to the right-hand side. And the Florida back to the point of contention. 9 minutes to go. Union's going to have to be aggressive here.
After reload.
Both American flags laying on the field. Ooh, artillery coming in. And a large volley from the 52nd. 8th Florida coming up to help defend. They're going to have the 51st on their right-hand side. And in behind them, they're going to have to be careful here. 51st sneaking up in behind them. Livingston on the flank. Here he is.
Ready.
On the backs of the Floridians.
Hey.
Oh, they found us.
Alright,
too late.
Aim to the blob. Aim to the blob.
And you see both Confederate units fighting back to back. Hogg and the boys going back south toward the point of contention. They don't want to lose that hard-fought ground. 8 minutes to go. Is 18th going to pull back as well, or are they going to stay in this spot? Leadership all but dead. You got Sergeant Mendez, the only one alive.
In retreat form column.
And you hear him, Colonel Schneider. He's saying, let's get the hell out of here, boys. Or Corporal Schneider. I don't blame them. They're going to have to defend that point of contention. And the 51st is right here on them. Livingston, aggressive. He knows he only has 7 minutes left.
Break reloads, right face.
Links von mir aufbauen, vorwärts.
And the Florida doing everything they can to try to hold on to this spot. 18th North Carolina, what's left of them? None of them. They're gone. Okay, they backed up here. I was going to say, what happened to Carolina? They backed up to the caissons, but the Union have gotten their guns back. And you can see, again, even though the Confederates are on the point of contention, the Yankees are taking it back. Those damn logs right there are the linchpin of this whole battlefield. Yeah, that was cheeky. You got that right. So it's just a matter of time before these big guns start opening up and just really putting a hurt on the Confederates. It sucks that they have to that they can't hold the ground here behind these rocks, but they can't. There's too many Union here. And the counterattack's about to bleed away. 6 minutes remaining. And Confederates frustrated. They can't seem to do anything to get the Union to dislodge. Union having 2 guns on them. More fire pouring in. You see the Florida finally moving off to the right. Hog is back. There you go. They want to get an angle on those 51st Serpents there.
They're about to win.
You see both units fighting each other at the same time, pouring fire in. Winkler made it back in. Sees his boys scattered out. And they're running for the woods here. Florida trying to hang on. Fighting the 51st in the road.
Oh, the Germans should be okay.
Oh my God, a horrible volley there for the 51st.
Left base, double quick. Left base, double quick. Go, go, go.
And you hear the huzzah. They've broken the counterattack. 14 minutes, 39 seconds left in the battle.
Nerds. Forever for you guys.
Winkler
Not you, Winkler.
seems to be stuck in the caisson.
Yeah. Charge from the right, boys. Force, secure the right.
On our right.
He's calling it out, but he can't move. Here they come. 52nd New York pouring into the rocks. And Winkler's a setting duck. He can't do anything about it. They're stuck in the caisson. Doing his best against the whole swarm of Yankees. Look at him. And the 52nd have done it. They've pushed the Confederates completely off the point of contention.
I don't know how the fuck I survived that.
But you can see we still have men alive of the 18th North Carolina in the woods. So the 52nd not safe here.
Ja, die ersten werden die letzten sein. Tschüss. Was, die schießen immer?
Oh, a horrible volley from the 18th North Carolina.
Die haben extra mal gewartet, dass sie das sagen.
Brutalizing the 52nd standing there.
Make ready.
Make ready.
And the 51st behind the log still licking their wounds. Frank, not deterred, his men standing there.
Fire.
Pouring fire into Carolina Tar Heels. And with good results, you hear the huzzah. Confederates are now taking losses, and Frank moving his men off the point of contention. 13 minutes to go, and that blue line is bleeding away fast. Where is that Confederate contention coming from? It's the 8th Florida coming back into the fold.
Won't win it.
Company halt.
Doing their very best to hang on.
Yeah.
I feel like
And the 51st starting to get their reinforcements coming down the road. You see it.
Well, there's a point because we want to make sure everybody hears.
And the blue line is frozen. It's starting to come back. All those 51st boys coming back into the fold here. Oh, massive volley. Will the Carolina come out of the woods and support the 8th Florida? That's the question now.
Reload.
Black men in line now.
Woo.
Fuck.
Yeah, you know, I tend to agree with you. They say the Union have it in the bag, but the real thing is,
Another unit.
Oh shit! They're on the
Quiet.
you never can tell.
Just quiet.
Okay, there.
Where's
other
North
regiments
Carolina?
Walking up the street.
Oh,
You hear the Florida wondering where the Carolina are. Carolina's in the woods. Oh, artillery coming in. Lot of Yankees up there.
Right face, double quick.
The other regiment's going back.
Quiet.
Company halt that face. Reload.
Hold that face.
See the leadership of the Florida trying to keep their men from going pub on them.
The question is why we're not getting the point.
Look at that. The guy's sitting directly on the point of contention and not taking the point.
Yeah.
That's a major thing with this battle.
Stay here and shoot it out, okay?
It's the logs. I mean, I know the point of contention shows right over here, But it's not there. It's at the logs. I'm just telling you.
We're gonna run though.
Flyback company, make ready.
At the ready. Take aim. Aim low, boys. Aim low.
Yeah, I've seen these guys win these battles in the last 30 seconds, so you never can tell how it's going to go. But 18th North Carolina not wanting to come out of those woods. Winkler and the boys hunkered down. Oof, artillery just hitting all in around the 8th Florida.
Shoulder ups.
Yeah, moving to the left.
Yes.
They have one right
There they go. That's the 52nd New York. Captain Frank, he's aggressive as well. He wants to push these Confederates off these rocks. He's got 10 minutes before this battle's over in his favor, so.
Company, make ready.
Fiber company, make ready.
Ooh, large volley from the 8th Florida. They're not going to go down quietly.
Du müsst ein bisschen über die Caisson schießen.
Ja, sonst bleiben die stecken.
You can see the 8th Florida almost completely surrounded. 18th North Carolina on their back there. Still hanging out in the woods, waiting for an opportunity to strike.
So, meine Herrschaften, eben double quick, an mich ran. Los, 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 los.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Cannon is set on us.
Oh, they're on our left. They're on our left. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. You got that right, Polly.
The ground is crawling.
Woo! That cannonball barely missing Hog's head. Hog once again exposing himself to fire.
Wait. Take cover.
You can see the 52nd shooting in 2 platoons there.
Rear nach rechts.
And 18th North Carolina finally coming up, but here comes Hog and the boys. They're coming straight after the Union. Waiting till the volley was shot and now coming straight in with the bayonet. 52nd surprised by the gall of the 8th Florida, who have pushed them directly off. What a great attack by Hog, and here come the North Carolinians. The Tar Heels pouring in, and that blue line is bleeding away. Another bold attack by the Confederates. And the 52nd is destroyed once again. 51st in the woods, moving to the Confederate right. Brilliant move by Hog, waiting for the volleys to come in. Oh my God, artillery mauling the Confederates. Their backs are turned to the guns. They're going to have to go up there and take out those guns.
8th Florida, double ranks on my left behind the stone wall here.
Hog just trying to keep his men alive if possible, but they only have 8 minutes left. Both sides taking losses, so technically it's even, but the 51st and Limington, they know this is the real point of contention on this battlefield, and he's holding it.
Yo. Push this out of cover.
You're pushing me out.
More artillerists coming in trying to take these guns. O'Keefe this time. And here come Hog and the boys. They're coming up for those guns. They are tired of that shit. And for the second time in the battle, 8th Florida able to come up and silence one of the Union guns, but they still have one back here. So it's danger close. And 51st New York pouring fire into them. But now it's time for the 51st to be surrounded. 18th North Carolina on one side, 8th Florida on the other, but they've got a Union gun at their backs. A dangerous position by Hog and his men right here.
Otherwise we're never going to capture the point.
Oh, fuck.
I love the message.
The Yankees are retreating. The Yankees are retreating. Reload, boys. Reload.
You got a gun right behind you, Hog. This is going to get ugly.
Okay, they got the flag back.
All right, he's moving them out. And you can see the 52nd in the distance moving to our left. And Hog going for the gun. He wants that last Union gun. Will they get it in time? They won't be able to move it. Hog's first one in with the sword. They shot the gun to no avail, and the Florida have done it. They've taken the second Union gun, and the blue line is bleeding away from the Union. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left, and the Florida pushing the Union around.
Perhaps they
but getting shot up in the process. A lot of Floridians dying in that charge there. But Winkler coming up to support.
Yeah, I know.
And the 51st is gone. You see Winkler trying to get up to defend against the 52nd here. Union have got their gun back. It's just a non-winnable position for the Confederates. They can't stay here. Or they're not only the volleys, but just for the Union guns. Once they wake up those guns, it's going to be a bloodbath. But Winkler and the boys moved up here. And Florida back behind at the true point of contention, I might add. And now it's time for the 18th North Carolina to take some rounds here. The red line is coming the way of the Confederates, but it's doing it awful slowly. And if the 51st decide to come down this road, but they're not. They're coming the other way. They're coming through the woods and down the wall.
They're not going in. They're going to hold.
51st New York coming in to support the 52nd, who's approaching the Confederates. This actually works to the Confederate advantage here because they're not going to have leverage on the point of contention. And there it is, another counterattack. 6:55 left in this match. This actually gives the Union more time, and Hogg and the boys coming in through the woods.
Right face double, right face double.
Now we must go.
You see them timing their charges perfectly so far in this match. And the Florida back in behind the rocks, pouring fire into the 52nd here.
Aim low.
And the 51st. 51st and 52nd caught in the open field.
Give him help, 52nd.
Jeez.
You hear the guys
Left face.
cheering on their comrades. And 52nd going back for the point of contention. This is bad for the Confederates. It's not going to take a large Union presence to take back the point of contention here. But the Confederates still up on that field, holding tight. And you can see the Florida way up in the top here at the gun. Once again, Hogg and Polyhaw taking on the 51st New York all alone.
Get the flag. Someone get the flag.
And there's a lot of snakes here. There's also a lot of Florida. You see Mr. Hogg getting stuck at the wall here. Having a hard time getting over. He's dead. And the Florida backing off. Because the point of contention is going away. You see the red hats at the logs. That's your 52nd New York. Frank and the boys coming back. But the Confederates are not ready to give up yet. You see Hogg and the boys coming through the woods down the road. They're going directly for the 52nd one more time. But they're going to be ready for him this time. 52nd on the counter charge. But here come the North Carolina. Finally, these Confederates fighting as one unit, and it's paying off. North Carolina here to take up what's left of the 52nd. But the 51st is still alive. 4:47 left in the match. So what's left of the 8th Florida and the 18th North Carolina around the true point of contention on this battlefield. You can see the 52nd's flag laying on the field. And the 51st up by the caissons. Ooh, more artillery coming in. So a back and forth battle. You know, it's always a good one here. Lots of counterattacks.
We'll take them down. Yeah, we'll take them down.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Hogg is dead at the moment, so Polyhaw in command of the 8. See 51st taking a very square position to try to come back down the hill. And and Polyhaw taking a script right out of Hogg's book.
Shit, their flag. Let me teabag it.
Charge.
Oh shit, their flag. Let me teabag it. Private Lester. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you got to have fun. That's why we're all here, right? So 18th North Carolina on the point of contention. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, and they're trying to hold it all on their own. 52nd has come back as well. And so the 8th Florida kind of swinging around. Hogg is back.
I think Captain's back.
Yeah, Polly, you've got it for now, man. There's a unit on our left.
And you hear him
charging them.
letting Polly Haw do his thing.
Double quick march.
We do have Union here charging in. This is the 51st? No, 52nd New York coming back for their flag. There's Fritz. Doing it with the bayonet, getting killed. And Florida swinging around. 18th North Carolina holding their own against the 52nd. Here come the Serpents, the 51st, but they've got Florida on their flank. 2 minutes, 43 seconds, and the Union is breaking. This could be the match. If the Florida can push off the 51st and take back this point of contention, it's going to be over. Both teams now breaking. Can the Confederates pull it out of the very end here? 51st New York, the only thing between defeat of the Union Army, and they're leaving the area. If the Confederates can take this point of contention now, it could be over. But you see the red line bleeding away rapidly from the Confederates because those rocks are not the point of contention. It's really the logs. Are they going to move in time? Are the Confederates going to let this red line bleed away? Surely they see it as well as we do.
Company right face. Right face. Company at the quick time forward march.
All right, you hear it now. Polyhawk getting his men in movement.
Company hold. Left face.
They've got to get to a point where they can get that red line coming back or they're going to lose their advantage.
Hold your shots.
I'm surprised that the Confederates are not being more aggressive here. I'm not going to lie. That red line continues to bleed away. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go.
Probably just scouting. Oh no, that's all of them.
Polyhaw moving up, but that blue line is going away rapidly. Too many Union officers here. Too many Union soldiers. You see the 52nd is back. And Florida going back into the woods, going to try to flank them one last time. 52 seconds left in this match.
Take aim.
Take aim.
And blow, boys. Fire. Low.
See a lot of 52nd going down there. But only 38 seconds left, and that blue line has stopped. It has not moved forward anymore. Florida has gotten to the position that they need to be in. Will 18th North Carolina come up to support? 27 seconds left. More artillery coming in.
Quiet. Shut the fuck up.
21 seconds. Can the Florida hold this line? You see the Union coming down. This is Livingston in the 51st. We're going to have an overtime here. No doubt about it. Pouring directly into the North Carolina. Oh, no overtime. It's a Confederate victory. Amazing. I thought it would have been an overtime. Wow, what a battle. All right, guys, man. I hope you liked that. If you did, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. We do this every weekend. Come back and join us on the stream. It's a great time. I appreciate every single one of you being here. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe. I probably already said that. I'm really excited. That was a hell of a battle. I think that's going into the Hall of Fame, guys. I really do. So if you guys enjoy this, come back. Let us know about it. Talk to us in the comments. Until next time, my name is Jehovah, and I will catch you later.